Okay.
What
so
have
yeah.
you decided to take us through the world
So
of today?
I'll give you a little clue as
Okay.
to what we're going to do today.
Okay. All right. Where are we going? Unconvincing ethnic tribal music from 1960s movies.
Well, we could do. That's part of it. I'm
That
going
would be a
drums.
good one, actually,
I'm
wouldn't it?
drumming.
Yeah.
Drumming.
Oh, you got proper beaters. Tell me that's not... Big noise from Winnetka. Bob Crosby. No?
Yeah. So we've got a selection of audio that's drum related today.
You've got small bald fists on the end of your arms.
Yeah, say that again.
No, sorry.
Yeah, drums. Do you have a favourite drummer?
Oh,
That's a good question, isn't it?
that's a great question. Well, it's Spike
just
Jones.
thought of it.
It would have to be Spike Jones.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I was going to say, I mean, Animal is fairly high up
Oh, well, no, that's my
You know?
heart is torn in two now.
there. But did you know that Animal, it just suddenly occurred to me that obviously there is a real drummer. I mean, not that Animal isn't real or anything.
Come on, steady
but,
now. Look at the children.
Ronnie Verrill, I found out, the drummer for the Muppet Show, the actual one.
Come on,
good.
as in feral animal.
No, Verrill.
I mean, come on, though. Pretty close.
Ronnie Verrill. Yeah. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's awesome. I haven't actually got a piece of Ronnie Verrill to play because I think we'd probably get in trouble if we played it. But if you look on YouTube, look up Drum Crazy Ronnie Verrill.
Oh, wow.
There is a fantastic track, and it's like it's from a TV special with the Ted Heath Band.
Amazing.
And Ronnie Verrill and Kenny Clare on drums.
Oh, I will post a link on the Twitter account at Not Today Pod.
It's very cool. Not least the fact that it's two drummers, but also because it features a prominent ocarina solo.
What? I mean, you had me at the guy who was the Animal drummer, but
I know,
you're throwing an
right?
ocarina in as well.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
But if we're going to go back in history,
Yes.
to look at drums, we should go back to the first recorded drum solo
Okay. Wow.
in history.
Really?
So I've got that for you. That's the first thing we've got
Amazing.
is the first recorded drum solo in history. This is from 1923. The track is called Land of Cotton Blues. It's by the Georgians, and the drummer
Yes.
is Chauncey Morehouse.
Chauncey Morehouse. Here
Chauncey
is-
Morehouse.
Take it away, Chauncey.
So yeah, have a listen.
Triplets and everything.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, this is my era. Chauncey!
So yeah, every drum solo comes from there.
That's magnificent.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, I love that.
And it was quite an early use of brushes as well. And apparently that was quite a new thing at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want plaque to build up on your drums. You should always brush your drums.
I mean, I love the name Chauncey.
Chauncey's fabulous.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's clips of him on YouTube playing many drums. There's like a clip of him with like one of those things where it's like they've made like a keyboard out of drums.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So you can play a tune.
I love those insane
That sort of thing.
rigs. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why I would choose Spike Jones, who had, of course, cowbells.
Cowbells.
Let me be very
Yeah,
clear. I'm Prissy Patel. I've been very, very clear about this. I've always said cowbells. I never said cowballs. That's a very different instrument. I've been very, very clear. 2.5 octaves in B flat.
cowballs. Exactly. Yeah, no, indeed. Well, I'm gonna jump from Chauncey in 1923.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump straight ahead and just to show you by contrast.
Yeah.
What's possible now? Now this is slightly different because it's one man and one drum. But what can he do with that one drum? This guy is called
Cowboys?
Carlo Rizzo
Okay.
or Rizzo, depending how you pronounce it, I guess. He is still around. He has created a polytimbral drum, polytimbral tambourine, and also a multitimbral tambourine.
A multi-tambourine.
A multitimbrel.
So is this is like a tambourine?
It's a tambourine, but he's got all sorts of stuff on it.
Has
So
he put
he's
like
can- he
levers
can-
on it like a timpani?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
change
Well,
the
no.
pitch?
He can change the pitch. He can turn it into a snare. He can, turn the bells on and off, and it's quite incredible.
So a tambourine hacks video on
Yeah.
5-minute crafts.
This is one guy
Yeah.
with one drum.
Okay.
Have a listen.
I'm ready.
Number 2.
That's a big tambourine. My eyes. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's getting tired.
Yeah.
It's like the Energizer Bunny. Just slowly. Go on, side, go on, side. Oh, I love that. Woo! Woo! I can so imagine his wife saying, "Yeah, but has he sorted out the guttering?" Yeah,
But I've made my multi-timbral.
There's a new lever now, and it's multi-tam. Yeah, and the gutters need clearing out. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool, isn't it? I saw him as part of a French group called Les Bouchers de Silence, not Boucher.
The butchers of silence.
No, not that.
No.
B-U with a thing on it.
Les bûchers.
Boucher.
Bûcher.
Do you know what that is?
Bûcher. The logs. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, you're close.
The
Yeah,
loggers.
the pyre. I mean, it translates as pyre.
Okay.
The pyre of silence.
Oh, okay. Sure.
God knows.
I
Anyway,
mean,
they also had a hurdy-gurdy player and a serpent player. It's
They
very
can say
cool.
what now?
Serpent
Is that a
player.
wind
You know the
instrument?
serpent. It's a really big
Snake with holes.
It's like if you took a hunting horn and bent it many times, but in a big wiggly
right.
line,
Yeah, okay.
like a Loch Ness monster.
Okay.
It's a Loch Ness monster.
This is the best horn I
pipe.
can manage. Is this?
That's pretty good.
That's my best horn.
How does it sound? It's difficult to be recognisable as a tune.
What? Yeah, well, I sorted out the guttering, so something has to give. After all that, let's have some music. What?
Yes. So now this is. I mean, people may be familiar with this. This has become viral on YouTube.
Okay.
But you might not know much about it.
Okay.
So basically, on YouTube, it went viral of this drummer playing in Japan, and it was a drummer in a Japanese mascot.
They were dressed
outfit.
in. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember this vaguely.
Yeah. So
He was
so the
absolutely
whole
berserk,
story-
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's play it, and then I'll
Okay.
talk about it
Okay,
afterwards.
cool.
This is a theme tune to
Happy
a
little-
Japanese cartoon.
And then he just loses his mind.
Still fairly okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds fine.
It's just, and then he goes, all right.
I love with the compression kicking in, like everything else falls away. Just- That's what happens, you know, when you make the kids do 4 shows a day, 5 shows a day, you know? In those hot costumes, they're going to break at some point.
Well, that's the thing. In that costume, it's like, well, I really want to be a thrash metal drummer.
Yeah. And here I am.
But only if I can dress up as a giant apple. And
I see it more as like, you know, summer holidays, got to get a job.
Well, this is the thing.
Right.
He is. So these are Japanese mascots. This is a thing that it's massive in Japan. So like, I have a mascot for particular areas in Japan, and they sort of are just sort of advertising. I mean, it's all sort of a bit Pokemon. I say Pokemon, and I get really
I say
everyone.
Tamagotchi. What? What? Are you saying each region has a mascot?
Yeah, it could be like a city. It's specific to a city. So
Okay.
this guy is Nyango Star, and he is the mascot for the city of Kuroishi, a region known for their apples.
Okay.
So he is that's why he is
Just as
a
an apple.
half cat, half apple hybrid.
Yeah.
Uh,
We've got a hybrid.
and-
have you?
yeah.
What is it? A Toyota or something?
The story is quite specific.
Yeah.
He Shiro was a domestic cat, died at age 7 due to illness. After cremation at a funeral director, he was buried in an apple field. And then it goes on more and more. He obviously comes back as an apple, and part of his cat nature is coming back. But also, obviously, he can play thrash
Wicked
metal
drums. That makes sense.
Of course. And Nyango Star, I mean, it goes back to Ringo. So basically, Nyango Star, named after Ringo Starr.
Okay.
But also Ringo is Japanese for apple.
No,
That's quite
layers on layers.
Yeah, layers
And
on layers.
You can
And
buy
Nyan-
apple rings. Okay.
And Nyan is like what we were saying before in about the French animals. Japanese cats say Nyan.
No.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
So yeah, it's a really good name.
That's like the most elaborate, multifaceted pun. That's a Fabergé egg of a pun.
Yeah, exactly. They must have been proud. They must
That
have been
must have
pleased
been
when
a
they
good
had
day,
that, right?
man. Yeah, I can imagine the high-fiving all the way around. I don't have a huge
And of course,
amount
no one.
Yeah, go on.
No one knows who he is. Sorry, and that's one of the things also about these mascots is
Right.
that you're not allowed to know who they are.
Okay.
You're never supposed to see them take their costume off, obviously, because it's the mascot. You're not supposed to know that it's a person.
Yeah. It's like the Disney
Obviously,
characters
yeah.
can only,
Yeah.
you know, and that's why once they get
Smoking around the
backstage
back.
from the stories I've heard, they go berserk. It's like a fun version of Event Horizon, okay? But a fun version.
Yeah.
What?
So
I don't have a lot of experience of mascotism. I once committed a
I'm
sack
interested
up
to
an
know
offence
what.
dressed as Pudsey Bear on the premises of Radio 2.
I do vaguely remember that story.
Yeah, there's only 3 things you can get fired from the BBC. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. The other thing was that I remember I went and saw a cricket match with my father, and I think it was Surrey were playing Lancashire, and they have a mascot who's called Lanky, the giraffe, who had this sort of foam.
Wants to bite me.
Foam giraffe thing, and it was a bit droopy, and so but the guy, I think Lancashire were getting a bit of a pasting, and time after time, someone would be out or something, and Lanky would sort of, you could see him droop a bit more, and then he'd sort of try and do this little boogie dance, little steady walking, sort of like, remember the Hofmeister Follow the Bear, like no more than that, just little boom, chink, boom, walk all the way round the boundary.
Right.
This depressed
just to lift
looking
everyone's
giraffe.
spirits.
Yeah, but he looked so broken. Whoever was inside it was not having a good day, and it wasn't even anything to do with the cricket, I don't think. And so he's doing this little do kind of walk. And
do you think he had like his Walkman on underneath?
No, I just had in my head, I had him just chanting, sort of under his breath, one day at a time. The doctor said, one day at a time.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't have a huge amount of experience of mascotism.
No, I find them. I don't think I would walk towards them.
No,
I think I would walk away.
Yes.
Even going to
the other thing I'll
amusement
say
parks,
is that most of those sorts of outfits are very rarely cleaned, and they smell incredible in there. I've also heard that about the outfits at the Royal Ballet.
Oh,
like the Swan
really?
Lake stuff. You can't wash feathers.
No, I suppose not.
Like geese, they honk, man.
They don't though. They hiss.
They break your arm, mate. That's what they do.
exactly.
Those ballerinas, mate.
Oh man. Okay, so listen, we got one more. This is just joyous, man. This is. I just want everyone to hear this. This guy is amazing. He is called Sam Ulano, or his full name Solomon Paul Sam Ulano.
Yes.
He was American jazz drummer and teacher. He mainly did a lot of instructional things of how to play drums, but he was obviously quite a character, and he played drums in I think he probably did a lot of session drumming. He played with Moondog. I don't know if you've heard any Moondog. No. And he played for one night with Public Image Limited, which is bizarre.
Okay.
But he was a New Yorker, and
I definitely feel like I know what to expect.
You really don't.
No.
So this album is his renditions of fairy tales with drumming. So he is basically telling fairy tales, fairy stories with accompanying himself with drums. And this is it's genius. This is called Little Red Rumba Hood.
Okay.
And just enjoy the whole thing.
I would have called it Little Red Ride Cymbal Hood. But fine. Okay, here we go.
Check it out.
La 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 la. Now once upon a time, down south of the borderway, there lived a little family, Samba Mama and her little daughter, Little Red Rumba Hood. Ba 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 ba. Now Samba Mama had baked a delicious cake and given it to her daughter to take to her grandma across the way in the woods. So Little Red Rumba Hood was gaily off away singing, I have a cake, I have a cake for my grandma. But little did she realize as she's walking there through the woods, there hiding behind a tree was the villain, Tango Wolf. Tango Wolf sprung upon her and said, where are you going, little girl? She said, I'm going over to my grandma's house to bring her this delicious cake. La 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 la. But little did she realize that Tango Wolf was planning to get there before her. So taking a shortcut through the woods, Tango Wolf got to grandma's house and knocked upon the door.
Quite a lot.
It was a very big door, and a voice from within said, who's there? There's only I, your little granddaughter, and I have a delicious cake for you. Come in, said the grandmother unsuspectingly. Tango Wolf walked over to the grandmother's bed, and before she realized, he sprung upon her and devoured her.
This is amazing.
Changing into her clothes, he jumped into bed. They're waiting for Little Red Rumba Hood, who was gaily coming along singing, I have a cake, I have a cake for my grandma, and then knocking upon the door.
It's a big door.
It's the same window, a voice from within said, "Who's there? 'Tis only I, your little granddaughter, and I have a delicious cake for you." "Come in," said Tango Wolf, disguised as the grandmother. Little Red Rum Hood, walking over to her grandmother's bed, noticed that she didn't look as she always did. She noticed her big white teeth. She said, "Grandma, where did you get those big white teeth?" "Yeah," said Tango Wolf. "They're my new 1970 plates. I just got them at the license bureau." And then she noticed all the hair on her grandmother's face. She said, "Grandma, where did you get all that hair?" She said, "How you fix the blade?" With that, Tango Wolf ripped off the disguise, started to chase the Red Room around room. She started yelling for help. "Help, help, help, Congo Woodsman!" And Congo Woodsman heard her scream, and he came quickly. With one quick sweep of his axe, he destroyed the wolf. And then, taking out the grandma, who was very much alive inside the wolf's stomach, they all lived happily ever after. It could happen, you know.
That's glorious.
Oh man, isn't that good?
What's
is
that guy's name again?
good. Sam Ulano.
Sam
Is
Ulano.
his name. Yeah, his son, Mark Ulano, then went on to be a sound mixer and won an Oscar for Titanic.
No.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Pretty bizarre, huh?
That's so like you and your grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just, Mr.
I love
Rhythm.
that. The
Sam
pace of
Ulano.
that. I mean,
I know.
there's some neurons popping there.
Yeah. But that would be a great kids' party, though, right? If he was the entertainment.
It would all be over so quickly.
Yeah.
You could just sort of string it out to about an hour.
Yeah.
Sort of hoping
Well,
for
that
a
is from
break.
a whole album. I mean,
Wow.
it's one of those ones that
I feel like if I played it
covered.
at quarter speed, like you could speed up audiobooks.
Yeah.
I still kind of need to just edge it off a bit. That was amazing.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh,
Love it. Love
that's
it. So,
drums.
yeah. So, yeah, that is drumming. That is...
How many drums do you own?
Well, I don't know. I've only got 4 of them in front of me. But I've got several. I've also got this.
If you want to see how he made that noise, and trust me, you don't. You can watch this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick it on YouTube. The kids should see it. It should be out there, shouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's do that then. Dave Yapp, thank you so much. You've got
Not at
another
all.
video out. Your 10 seconds to midnight or something.
Yes. That is 10 seconds of footage slowed down to the
Is
length
that
of the...
what you did?
Yeah, it is actually 10 seconds.
Conceptual business, David. Surely you are the Michel Gondry of the Yapp clan.
Oh, man. God, first it was OK Go, now and then it was Michel Gondry.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know
you
any
know,
more people who've
let's
ever made
not-
a pop video, so you're fine. There won't be any more comparisons.
Exactly.
Nothing to worry
It's-
about.
Yeah.
I don't want you to-
Oh, man. Yeah, no, that's fun. That's
yeah,
fun.
check it out. So
I've got-
is that Kettle of Fish on YouTube?
Kettle of Fish. Yeah. Yeah, Kettle of Fish on YouTube.
At Dave Yapp on
Um,
Twitter.
Yes,
Anything else?
that's right.
Anything else?
No, not really.
No, we'll just go round.
You can
it
find
out.
Kettle of Fish on Facebook.
Okay.
Kettle of Fish Bristol, I think
Do
he
you
does that.
update it?
Yeah, I do.
You went
I
very
do.
high, very high. You need to be down at least an octave. No one updates Facebook. It's impossible. It can't be done.
I do every Wednesday. I post something. Sometimes it's not much, but
You
I do
are-
every Wednesday. Post
You are
something.
liking this as Stuart McConey. What?
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, thank you for that. That was
Not at
joyful
all.
and uplifting and highly
Yeah.
rhythmic.
Yes.
And
Pounding.
I'm sure you've had all of that said to you many times before and will